This is an Empty Closet Radio podcast. Get more at facebook.com/emptyclosetradio.
So careful.
Stop laughing at me. It's not even funny.
Yes, it is.
Hi, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Sam.
And this is The Empty Closet.
The show for everyone, whether you're in the closet
Or out and proud.
or somewhere in between.
.9 Coast FM, you're in The Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam. Now, Sam isn't joining me today, except we might talk with her over the phone. We're going to be talking all about 2017, the year that was, and we're looking forward to 2018. If you've got something that you're looking forward to, make sure you let us know by checking out our social media page. Just search for Empty Closet Radio. Hit the like button if you're on the big blue book of faces. If you are using the blue tweeting bird, search for @emptycloset_AU and you'll be kept up to date with all of our latest info. If you've got a podcasting app on your phone, make sure that you go to your podcasting app, search for Empty Closet Radio, hit the subscribe button, and that will keep you up to date with all of our latest episodes. Each week you'll get a brand new one ready to listen to. You're on 101.9 Coast FM. You're in The Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence.
Empty Closet Radio. Listen to us using your TuneIn radio app on your smartphone. Very smart.
You're in The Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam. We've been looking at all of our favourite tracks from 2017. If you've got a favourite track, make sure you hit us up on the Big Blue Book of Faces, search for Empty Closet Radio, hit the like button, send us a message. Or if you've got the blue tweeting bird, just search for @emptycloset_AU and send us a message. We'd love to hear from you.
I woke up with a fear this morning, but I can taste you on the tip of my tongue.
Empty Closet Radio. Like us on Facebook.
Yeah, you know, your song got me feeling like I'm
You're on 101.9 Coast FM. You're in The Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam. And Sam's joining us on the line. Hi, Sam.
Hi, Andrew.
Now, Sam, obviously 2017 is coming to a close and it's been a really big year. I can think of a few things that I've absolutely loved from 2017. What are some of your highlights?
I spent a lot of time with friends. I moved house. I watched you move house. I think that was a highlight.
Yeah, well, I moved into my own place. That's like a huge highlight because, you know,
Yeah, that was
suddenly...
amazing.
Well, and also it's like suddenly I've got my own space. I don't have housemates anymore. That's weird. It is like, you know, you don't have to negotiate with people quite as much. It's very strange.
It is, and you're in control. You have all the responsibility.
Yeah, so when it all falls over in a heap, I have no one to blame. Just me. Yay!
Yay!
But on a more serious note, there were actually some really massive things that happened in 2017 for our community, including the Yes campaign.
The yes vote.
Yes. Well, so I think of this as being the Yes vote wasn't really a proper vote. So I call it the Yes campaign. And the campaign took up way more time than what it should have.
Yeah.
It like
See, I'm very in two minds about it because I like the end result so far, but like I totally disagree with how we got there.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty hard, but I think that it's really cool that in 2017 we've ended like what has effectively been 10 years of campaigning. Like, I was trying to think about when was the first time that I went to like a rally or protest march about equal marriage, and it was about 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's been, well, I mean, it's been talked about in Parliament since at least 2004. So that's, you know, a long time now.
Yeah, so many politicians have come and gone. They all all the politicians that are like, oh, we didn't do anything bad for marriage equality. It was the other guys. I'm like, over the last 10 years, you've all had a go. All of you have had a go. Yeah. So that's probably the biggest news for our community this year, particularly for the Australian community. That's been absolutely massive news. And the other really big one is it's probably just really big for men who have sex with men, but the rollout of PrEP in Queensland. It's been, I know, strictly speaking, it actually started in 2016. But 2017 has been the year that most people have gotten onto it and most people have joined the trial. How amazing is it that now we've got the option to be able to just take a pill once a day and be protected against HIV? That's a huge step forward this year.
It is, and I think there's been a lot of progress interstate and here about trans rights, particularly that of teenagers, which is really important. You know, being able to access puberty blockers without having to go through family court, things like that.
Oh, yes, absolutely. There's been some real steps forward there. So 2017 altogether for our community has been actually quite a good year. 2018 is going to be amazing as well. Specifically
in Australia. Internationally, maybe not so good. But in Australia, we've had a lot of progress.
Yes, absolutely. Overseas, there's been one step forward, two steps back. Let's play a track and we'll come back and we'll talk more about what's happening next year. You're on 101.9 Coast FM. You're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam.
Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind.
Empty Closet Radio, because no one else wants to be stuck in the closet. Gold.
101.9 Coast FM, you're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam, and Sam's actually joining us on the line, so I apologise if the audio is a little bit different to normal. I promise you I haven't done anything to Sam's voice. Sam, so we're talking about what's happened in 2017, and there's a few trends that have been interesting to watch. One of these trends, which I think is possibly one of my favourites, is contouring. Everybody is doing makeup contouring. Have you noticed? I
always thought it was there. I always thought that was a thing.
No, but I don't. Well, see, I always thought it was a thing, but suddenly everybody's doing it. I think it's because all of a sudden people have seen enough episodes of RuPaul's that they think, oh, this is not just for drag queens.
Well, apparently it's the Kardashians and like Kylie Jenner that a lot of people are like, oh my God.
Oh, really? I wonder. So I reckon if you're putting this much makeup on your face, and this is a comment from a non-makeup wearing person, right? The most effort that I go to for my face is I occasionally slap a bit of sunscreen on it in the morning. And when I say occasionally, I mean probably about 60% of the days of the week it gets sunscreen. Yeah. So is this not doing something to your skin if you're painting it on so thick? Because for contouring, it's actually like a lot of layers and it's quite thick.
Yeah.
Are we going to have a skin blotching phenomenon in the next coming year?
Well, if you're getting an allergic reaction, if you're getting blotching, you shouldn't be using the makeup brand you're using. For instance, I have really bad skin, and so I have to be very picky because I try the cheapo makeup at, the department stores, and immediately my hands swell up. So, not so good.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Avoid like the plague. But I think it's more just the thing that people strip, and I know that lots of people are like, oh, it's what causes acne, but because you have to constantly wash it off and that you're actually constantly stripping all the good oils out of your skin. So you end up with really unhealthy skin over time.
You end up with cardboard version of skin.
Yeah. You have flaky paper skin, if you're lucky.
There's one other trend from 2017 which I'm hoping that we can say goodbye to, And
Yes.
it is about, you know, when you go to the shop and you see all the shirts and stuff like, we're talking about t-shirts, like casual wear. They're all hanging on the shelves and you see them on side on and they look like they're pretty nice, you know, just plain basic, whatever. And you pull it out and then it's got some stupid text on the front.
Yeah.
Stupid text. And there's a lot of things about like, oh, I'm going to go and eat some tacos. And I'm like, that's not even a thing in Australia, is it?
No. It's the statement T. It just seems like an in-joke that nobody's in on.
Yeah, you don't need to have stupid stuff written on your shirt. Whatever happened to just having just a plain shirt? Do I really want to go back to like the 90s where I could get just plain clothes?
Well, fashion is cyclical. We've got to get back there eventually.
We will. Hopefully not too bad. It sounds like you're being attacked by a dog in the background, Sam.
No, the neighbour dog is just kind of following me around the yard. As in, I'm not in their yard. I'm not breaking into people's houses. It's fine. It's fine.
Tell him to relax. We're going to play him some lovely music. The music on today's show is all like amazing songs from this year. So let's have another one now.
This is a shout out to my ex. Heard he in love with some other chick. Yeah, that hurt me, I'll admit.
Empty Closet Radio, facebook.com/Empty Closet Radio.
101.9 Coast FM, you're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam. Sam's joining me over the line, so hopefully your voice is coming across crystal clear, Sam.
Well, if it's not, then I just sound like a robot, and that's kind of exciting.
Please don't sound too robotic. So, Sam, obviously this is the last episode of the Empty Closet before we go into the new year. And this is the time when we kind of look back and we go, okay, this is all the cool stuff that happened in 2017. Maybe there's some stuff that happened in the last year that we want to say goodbye to. And then we look forward to new things in the new year. What are some of the new exciting things you're looking forward to?
Well, I wouldn't say they're exciting. I'm, as long-time listeners will know, I was injured at the start of this year, and I'm hoping to keep recovering.
All right, so recovery is
really
very
nice.
good. Yeah, it'd be really nice to be able to do everything normally again.
Yeah, exactly. But you know, and if not, kind of work out more, maybe where I might not have much more progress, and kind of get a bit more idea, because this year has really been a holding pattern for me. But otherwise, I would like to do some travel this year, but I'm not really sure how that's going to go. So, you know, if you have any tips for where I should be traveling, and this is for listeners as well as Andrew, please let us know. I need ideas.
Well,
Inspiration.
I'm scoping out South America for you, because this 2018 is going to be my year of traveling. I've decided.
Yes.
So I came to a decision at some point during the year this year where I decided I wasn't going to wait until I'd met like my lifelong partner before going on all these adventures, because I wanted to, you know, when you go on an adventure, you want to share it with someone. And so I found that I was like putting off going and doing all of these things that I wanted to do, because I was like, oh, well, I want to be able to share that with someone who's really special to me, like my partner. And well, things haven't worked out so great there for me. So this year I decided, screw it, I'm just doing it for myself. And so I'm going with a bunch of friends, and I'm learning about, you know, maybe the special person can be special people and they can be your friends, not just the one person who you happen to be sleeping with.
Yeah, exactly.
And so I've got this year of travel planned ahead. So I'll come back and report back to you, Sam, about South America, and I'm also planning to go on a cruise to a top secret location. I haven't, which is code for I haven't chosen.
I haven't worked it out yet.
I haven't worked it out yet. But I have my annual leave booked, and that is the first most difficult step.
Yeah.
And also I'm planning to go over to a street fair in San Francisco in October, which should be really, really fun. So I'm going to check out all the travel destinations for you, Sam.
Yay!
There's going to be heaps. And hey, Sam, I've got something really special, just because I know that you can't talk with us forever on this line, but I've found something really special which I want to share with you. It's a mashup of all the pop songs of 2017.
Hooray!
I know, you're being like, oh my God, Andrew, this is ridiculous.
Oh, goodness.
I must say, it's a fair chunk of music, but it's amazing. And you'll notice that it's been amazing, like all the music on this show. You know, Sam, I love it.
It's because we're fabulous.
Let's be honest, I think it's fabulous because I choose the music. Great.
Yeah.
We hope that you've been enjoying the show over the last 12 months, and we've got 12 months more ahead of us. That's going to be amazing.
Yes.
Now,
it's going to be good times.
Without further ado, let's listen to this mashup of lots of pop songs from 2017. You're on 101.9 Coast FM. You're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam.
Empty Closet Radio, because no one wants to be stuck in the closet.
You're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam, and coming up this New Year's Eve, there's a LGBT event for our community. It's going to be held at the Bar Street Markets, which is in Earlville. It's a brand new venue. It's going to be amazing. We've got it's like a dance party, masquerade party. So I think the difference between a masquerade ball and a masquerade party is that for a masquerade party, it's not like super formal. If you want to make it super formal, then you can. But if you just want to wear a silly mask, then you can as well. It's not a strict dress code kind of thing. It's going to be amazing. It's being put on by our friends over at Thirsty. They've got a couple of amazing DJs. They've got a brand new drag queen who's never performed in Cairns before is going to be making her debut, which is very, very exciting. And also we've got a live performance. There's going to be, lots and lots happening on the night. And don't worry if you're thinking about, but I'll miss the fireworks. There is a very, very special treat at midnight, I can guarantee you. Make sure you search for the Thirsty Facebook page. If you can't find it, then make sure you just check out Empty Closet Radio, because we'll have all the links up there for you. You're on 101.9 Coast FM. You're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam.
Empty Closet Radio, 9 p.m. Tuesdays, 101.9 Coast FM.
.9 Coast FM. You're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam, and that's pretty much all we've got time for on the show today. Make sure you do hit up our social media pages. Search for Empty Closet Radio on either the big blue book of faces or on the blue tweeting bird, and you'll be able to see all of our latest and greatest stuff. Make sure that you do hit subscribe on our podcast as well. If you've got a podcasting app on your smartphone, which most people do, make sure you find it and use it. Search for Empty Closet Radio, hit the subscribe button, and you'll be kept up to date with every episode that we've ever made. It's amazing. We hope that you have a great 2018 and that you welcome in the new year in a lot of style. You're on 101.9 Coast FM. You're in the Empty Closet with Andrew and Sam.
In the faded light, you touch my body. I can feel your hands on my skin. Think you got me right where you want me.
Thanks for listening to The Empty Closet, brought to you by 1019 Coast FM Cairns.